Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium Singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium Singles ladder, and it's Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there who celebrates. I know it's only an American holiday today, and even if you are in America, it's possible that you don't celebrate for whatever reason, and that's fine. You know, if you're out there and you're not really celebrating, you don't really have much to do, I hope that you have a wonderful day just like everyone else. And I hope that you find comfort in my content. No, that's pretty narcissistic of me, no, but I hope you can enjoy this video and, you know, I hope you find something fun and enjoyable to do with your time, and you deserve to have a great day. Everyone who's watching this video does. So with that positivity out of the way, my last video was rough. I had some awful battles, no offense. Well, I don't know who I would be offending. And in honor of Thanksgiving, we have our turkey team. As you can see in the top right corner, number 2, that is our turkey for today. It's a flaming bird, so I guess that's kind of close to being a turkey, right? So I wanted to make this team for Thanksgiving. This is actually a team I've been working on the ladder, and I've been really liking it. Of course, we're showing off Galarian Moltres. This is the shiny one, so it looks amazing. It looks kind of like original Moltres. And I really wanted to build around this Pokemon. The last video I was building around Galarian Articuno, and spoiler alert, you know, go ahead and watch the video if you haven't already, but it was hilariously awful how the games went. But today, let's hope to have more luck with this bird. As I talked about in the last video with the Galarian birds, they're in a rough spot in the meta, in all honesty, where they're just weak to so many common threats. So it's really hard to build around them just because they're not the self-sufficient threats that they were in the previous generation. At least Moltres. Moltres was actually a good Pokemon in Sword and Shield when it first came out, and it doesn't have Roost anymore. Roost would have made this Pokemon so much better in this meta. It does not have Roost though, which is really rough. But let's talk about the team. So we start out, we have a adaptability. This is a bulky Crawdaunt. I'm borrowing this, or rather stealing it, from the person who they made a team. I featured the team. I think it was, if you look back in my videos, it was the team that has the Crawdaunt and the Decidueye in the thumbnail. They made a really awesome team with a bulky Crawdaunt, and you know, shout out to them. I've been using it and I like it a lot. So we got Rocky Helmet, we got Aqua Jet, Crabhammer, knockoff Terra Blast with Terra Fairy. This is actually proven to be pretty strong in the meta. I've been liking it. Then we have our Moltres, our turkey. This is Terra Steel. It's a bulkier Moltres as well. Of course, I will post the Pokepaste of this team in the description so you can check out all the EV spreads. And the goal with this is to set up Nasty Plot and just do a lot of damage. When I started, I tried out Blunder Policy. It's really funny. Blunder Policy is an item where if you miss your move, you get your speed boosted by 2. And obviously I'm running Hurricane, so I thought that that would be cute. And the funny thing is, I never missed. And it felt like there were a lot of times where I wanted to have my speed boosted so I wouldn't have minded missing the Hurricane, and I just didn't end up missing. So we're gonna see how this goes. Again, Moltres is in a rough spot as far as its typing goes, so I've gone for Terra Steel to hopefully mitigate that. We also have Citrus Berry. Moltres' ability is one of the reasons why it was so good last generation. It's called Berserk. When it gets below half health, or I think exactly half health, it'll get a special attack boost. So, you know, we can survive hits. I've EV'd so that I can survive like a Moonblast from Fluttermane. I think I survive an Icicle Crash from Chien-Pao, I believe. And that boosts our special attack so we can attack back and do a ton of damage to them, and Citrus Berry will recover some of our health. So I really like Moltres here. Let's try it out. I hope it does well. Then we've got a bulky Salamence. This is a bulky Salamence with, of course, Dragon Dance. So our goal once again is to tank hits from common threats. We've got Terra Water, which I think helps. And then we can set up a Dragon Dance or 2. We also have Roost to recover some health, and then Wing Beat and Earthquake to round out the coverage. Then we have Mimikyu. This is a bulky Mimikyu, max HP, max attack with Swords Dance, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Sneak, Play Rough. You know, Mimikyu's okay against some of the top threats in the meta, and having Will-O-Wisp I thought could help. One Pokemon that I was kind of struggling against was Dragonite, and so I do think Mimikyu can help me there. I can switch into Dragonite burn it, so even if it starts setting up Dragon Dances, it's not that bad, and then hopefully eventually finish it off. Then I've got a Choice Scarf Espeon, and the reason for this is kind of a funny one, was because I didn't want the opponent to set up Stealth Rock on me, because as you can see, I'm pretty weak to Stealth Rock. So I went for Magic Bounce Espeon so that they cannot set up Stealth Rock, and it's also pretty good against Taunts and Leech Seeds and Spores and stuff like that, so, you know, it also hits decently hard. So Espeon's a Pokemon you don't typically see, but I have a little bit of bulk with a Choice Scarf, and I can also trick my Choice Scarf to slow Pokemon to kind of throw them off. So that's good. Finally, I have Iron Moth. This is my bulky Iron Moth that I've used in the past. I really, when I was testing with this team, I ended up finding out that like my team was pretty weak to Flutter Mane, and so I just really needed something else that helps me against Flutter Mane, and Iron Moth does a great job of that. It 4 times resists Moonblast, and then it takes Shadow Ball decently well as well. So there's the team code if you want to try it out. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, and let's hope we have a happy Thanksgiving. Let's hope we have some good battles to be thankful for. All right, so we have our first battle here, and my opponent's team's pretty cool. They have some cool Pokemon. They have some Pokemon you don't typically see, although they are pretty strong. Tyranitar is good, Zapdos, Blissey is good, even Gengar can be pretty good and pretty annoying in the right situation. I think I like Crawdaunt here. It looks pretty good against a lot of their team. Has good resistances, although it does have the weakness to some of Ogerpon's moves. Same with Urshifu for that matter, but if I bring it, there's a chance I could Terrastalize. I think I'm gonna lead with it. Let's see, do we want to bring Moltres here? I would love to, but unfortunately, I love Moltres. Well, actually, I think it's okay against half their team. It's fine against Ogerpon. If we survive a hit, we can hit it for super effective damage from a flying type move. Same with Urshifu. And then with Gengar, you know, same thing, but we just use a dark type move. Moltres could be okay here. I don't know. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna lead Crawdaunt. Mimikyu also looks decent. I think what's giving me trouble is that Tyranitar. So I'm gonna bring Mimikyu, and we're gonna see. I might have been a little too focused on the Tyranitar, but Mimikyu does look decent against their whole team. Like, it's fine against Blissey, fine against Tyranitar. It's got Shadow Sneak for the Gengar. Wow, what is that? Okay, I guess Urshifu could give Mimikyu trouble, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind. But they lead Urshifu, and it is Dark Shifu. So it feels bad to Terrastalize right away, but I actually think I'm going to, because we can get off massive damage on this thing, and we will resist a Wicked Blow. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Well, I'm sorry, a Close Combat, because I don't think they would go for Wicked Blow because we resist it. So they're probably going to go Close Combat, which we also do resist. And, you know, as the person who made this team where this Crawdaunt is from said in their write-up, oh, they're U-turning. That's a lot worse for us. But as they said, like, you kind of don't expect a Terra Fairy Crawdaunt, right? Who would ever expect that? First of all, who would ever expect Crawdaunt? And second of all, who would expect Terra Fairy? So I think we still get the adaptability boost on Terra Blast, so this should hit really hard, whatever they go into. Yeah, and nothing on their team really resists Fairy except for Gengar, and if they go into Gengar, we could just follow up with an Aqua Jet. So yeah, I really like where this is going for us. It does a little less than half, but now we are no longer weak to any of their moves. That did some fine damage. I actually might just Terra Blast again. I am tempted to knock off just to get an item. Okay, I'm gonna start with a knockoff because this might do more. They go Hurricane, and unfortunately they miss. I'm so sorry, opponent. Yeah, this does enough damage. They do have Rocky Helmet, which is a little annoying. And then I think we might be able to finish them off with the Aqua Jet here. I think the fact that we're a Fairy type now means we don't get... Ooh, that is painful. No way. Okay, I deserve that, right? We don't get the adaptability on Aqua Jet anymore. Oh man, that is... Oh, and they knock me out. Wow, that is a rough sequence. Oh my god, okay. If you saw my video, I recorded a video, or I posted a video a couple days ago. It's yesterday as of time of recording. And I had a game, I don't think I uploaded the game, I ended up cutting it because it was so bad, but I was up against a Screamtail, and they paralyzed my whole team, and I literally missed, I either got fully paralyzed or missed a move literally 4 times in a row. So Hacks has not been on my side lately, but we're not going to complain about that today. So they switch out here. Their Zapdos is as good as dead. Maybe I could have predicted a switch and gone for Swords Dance, but I just don't know if that's what's going to happen there, just because they're so low. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had switched, or sorry, if they had let their Zapdos die just because it's so low. So I'm going to go ahead and Will-O-Wisp here, which they might not expect. Okay, I actually expected my opponent to Terrastalize there, but I forgot that they were using U-turn, which means they're probably choiced on their Urshifu. Now this is going to reveal the Will-O-Wisp, so as far as Urshifu is concerned, I'm going to need a strategy to beat it, because it's going to be a tough one to take down given that it has Choice Scarf, which means I'm going to have to play really smart and hopefully knock out the remainder of my opponent's Pokemon. Luckily for me, it looks like I'm going to get a knockout here because I do get the burn on the Zapdos as it comes in, and that should finish it off at the end of the turn when it takes the burn damage. Perfect. So I wonder if they were coming in there. Well, they were probably coming in as death fodder because they probably expected me to go for a move. So I guess, you know, that makes sense for my opponent there. Now, if they go into Urshifu, I think I just Will-O-Wisp again. I'm actually not that afraid of... Like, they did break my disguise, but they know I have Will-O-Wisp now. But I don't think I want to switch. I don't want Moltres to take any unnecessary damage. I could also Play Rough, but I'm just worried they're going to Terrastalize into, like, a Poison type or something. I think Terra Poison's pretty common on Dark-type Urshifu. So I don't want to click Play Rough and get got, as they say. They might just kill me here, though. They very well could just kill me. However, if they lock themselves into a Dark-type move here, which looks to be the case, Moltres can come in and get up a free Nasty Plot. They do go Wicked Blow. This very well should kill me. Unfortunately, Mimikyu didn't do too much here. For a very split second, I almost said, oh, they've got a critical hit, but Wicked Blow is always a critical hit. All right, let's go Moltres here, and then I get to go for a Nasty Plot. Is there any world where they stay in here? Well, we get to show off this Moltres, which is awesome. I'm gonna Nasty Plot. They might stay in because they're probably still gonna do decent damage. Okay, they do switch, which is great for us. I think, no, we do not have our Terra. I almost said, I think we still have our Terra. It is Tyranitar. Yeah, I think I lose now. Yeah, they resist. Tyranitar resists all of my moves, and we can no longer Terrastalize, so I guess well played by my opponent. I hate to say it. I'm going to go Fiery Wrath because there is a chance to flinch, but they're going to take this hit extremely well, especially if they're like Assault Vest. We literally have to get, yeah, then they Power Gem. Power Gem, that's really weird on Tyranitar. I was going to say we literally have to get like 5 flinches in a row. So that is painful. We get a Citrus Berry and we get our Berserk, so we get a special attack boost, which means our moves are going to be doing a little bit more damage, but all my opponent needs is to not flinch. I think Hurricane is just, it requires too much luck. Because if we Hurricane, we have to, 1, hope that we hit them, and 2, hope that they get confused, and then the turn after that, we have to hope that they get fully confused. Oh wait, I guess I didn't hit the half health, so it's actually really awkward there. So we are gonna go down there. That was a rough battle, rough way to start. I think my Crawdaunt looked good there, honestly, and you know, if it wasn't for that full paralysis, you know, or I missed. What was it? There was a couple instances of hacks with that Zapdos. Now, of course, my opponent did also miss their Hurricane, so that also matters. But either way, hacks has been rampant these days. We get the L on the first game. Not my best showing, but I do think Crawdaunt looked decent there. I probably could have played a little smarter with the Mimikyu, but at the same time, like, I kind of did what I could, I guess, and I should have been a lot smarter about the potential for a Tyranitar in the back, which I was kind of expecting. I guess I just did not expect the Choice Scarf on the Urshifu, which I don't think is a super common item on it, but Urshifu is so good that there are so many different items it can run. If it were not Choice Scarf or Shifu, I did feel like I had a much better position in that game. But of course I was gonna Terrasilize there or switch with the Crawdaunt on turn 1 because I didn't want to take a close combat from Urshifu, and even though they went for the U-turn, I still didn't want to stay in for that. But anyways, let's go to game 2. Game number 2, my opponent has a lot of very bulky Pokemon, which is not fun. Honestly, like, all of their Pokemon are really bulky in some way. Fluttermane has a lot of special bulk. I do not like this. I kind of want to lead Espeon, although I kind of feel like that's obvious. But I do want to bring Espeon here because of the trick. And then from there, we do want to be careful about setting up because they have Dondozo. I kind of like Iron Moth. Iron Moth is good against Fluttermane. It's okay against Goldango, depending on how things are going. It can also be decent against Amoonguss. The only situation where it's good against Dragonite, though, is if we've broken the multi-scale. So, honestly, Moltres looks okay here as well. But Moltres actually does look decent, but I don't know that I want to bring my 3 special attackers. Is there a world where that's bad? Because Crawdaunt also seems okay against the Dragonite, but that's kind of it, right? It could knock off the Dondozo, and it's got priority for Fluttermane, but aside from that, I think I'm going to bring my 3 special attackers and just kind of see where it goes. It seems like these 3 Pokemon have potential against my opponent's whole team. The Pokemon that is probably throwing me the most, though, is going to be that Dragonite. Like, Dragonite, Amoonguss, and Dondozo are all beatable by the Pokemon I brought, but there are situations where all 3 of those Pokemon that I named could just, like, completely shut me down. So that's what I'm afraid of. Okay, they lead Ting-Lu, which is not surprising. I lead Espeon, which is good because it means they cannot go for Stealth Rock and they cannot go for Whirlwind. Earthquake might do a decent chunk of damage. I think I just go for the trick right away here. If they switch, that's also not the worst. But yeah, I get the trick off. Hopefully they don't think about the Magic Bounds, and hopefully they just go for Stealth Rock. They probably won't, but if they do, that's fantastic for me. They do go Ruination turn 1, okay. And they are locked into it now, which is actually great because Ruination will never kill me. It always does half of your remaining health. So if I'm at 1 health, I think it doesn't do any damage. So I can just go Dazzling Gleam here. You know, if they switch out, that's fine. I go Gleam and it does okay damage, but again, if they're locked into Ruination, I kind of don't care. Because like I said, it'll never actually kill me. Let's see, do they have anything? They do have Goldango, but I should be faster than Goldango, so if they go into it, I can just go Shadow Ball. So I'm liking my position here. Given that they no longer have a berry, I'm safe to just spam Dazzling Gleam, and they're never going to get any recovery from that, so that's nice too. They're just staying in. If I can get the trade on their Ting-Lu with my Espeon, I will happily take that. Like, even if I knock out their Ting-Lu and then they go into something and finish off Espeon, I am okay with that. Like, I feel like Ting-Lu is a way more valuable Pokemon than Espeon, no offense. But they do end up switching there, which I am okay with. Now they go into Dondozo. I always forget about Trick. Like, if I Trick now, will it work? Because I don't have an item anymore. Swaps the target's held item with its own. Because I could, like, steal their item, right? I'm just going to click Psychic just to get off damage, but I always forget how that works. Like, I know there's a situation where if one of the Pokemon doesn't have an item, Trick does not work, but I don't remember if it's if they don't have an item or if I don't have an item, but I don't know. I didn't want to run that risk. And we got off some decent damage on Dondozo now. We know that they have Ting-Lu in the back, so I actually think we're off to a pretty decent start here. I'm going to go into Moltres now. I was trying to think of their team in my head, and one Pokemon I'd be afraid of would be Fluttermane, but aside from that, this is actually okay. Now, I'm going to click Fiery Wrath here, which has a chance to flinch. Hurricane would have done more damage, of course. That does not do that much damage. They do not flinch. They go for the Avalanche, which does pretty good damage here. I'm going to click Hurricane now. Oh, this is scary, everyone. At least I know that I survive an Avalanche. So if they go for Avalanche, we will survive it. The problem, okay, we do hit, so this should knock them out. Okay, that's perfect, because now if they go into Ting Lu, they can't really do anything against me. If they go into Flutter Mane, I could potentially go for Terra Steel. If they go into Flutter Mane, I kind of feel like I win. I don't want to be so bold, but I actually think I might win if they go into Flutter Mane. We'll see. I don't want to speak too soon. They do go Flutter Mane. Okay. Now I think I just spam Hurricane until I die, and then I can go into Iron Moth. They could just kill me with Moonblast here, absolutely. But if they do that, then I go into Iron Moth and I can just completely resist Moonblast. So they won't be able to go for Moonblast ever again. Ooh, they have Power Gem. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I think they're Choice Specs. Yikes. Okay, well, actually, this kind of took a turn, everyone. Okay, well, that really changes things. They're not going to go Moonblast here, so I think I am safe to go for my Terra and then just go Fiery Dance. Importantly, they did not have an item, so they might be choiced because they did not have the booster energy, or sorry, they did not have booster energy, so we don't know their item. But that leads me to believe that they're Choice Specs, because I think Choice Specs Flutter Mane is one of the only Flutter Mane variants that runs Power Gem these days. They do switch though, which I'm actually happy with as well. However, this means that when they come back in, they will be able to go for the Moonblast. But my hope here is that this is going to be a funny hope. I hope that I get a special attack boost with Fiery Dance and do not knock out Ting Lu, and then go for a second Fiery Dance and get the special attack boost again. If that can happen, which again requires a lot of luck, if that can happen, I am in a good position to win this game. Okay, we go Fiery Dance. It does not kill. Special attack boost? No special attack boost. Okay. It's actually kind of tough, honestly. Gleam guaranteed kills. Fiery Dance, I'm not certain. I think I would love to boost my special attack, but I think I just have to guarantee I'm knocking them out, because that Fiery Dance, honestly, it did a little bit of damage. I don't have any special attack investment, which is why. So I'm sacrificing the chance to have a special attack boost here for the guarantee that I have full health against this Flutter Mane, because I need that. Okay, so now we have a lot of options. We can Sludge Wave. They also have not Terrastellized yet, so they still have Terra on the menu. This is going to be a tough one, everyone. I'm tempted to Discharge, although I think I'm faster than them anyway. So actually, I think I just click Sludge Wave because it's Stab. Wait, would Dazzling Gleam do more? One reason I'm clicking Sludge Wave here is because it has a potential to poison them, but I guess we're going to find out what Terra type they have, because that'll change what move I go for. They are Terra Fairy, which I kind of expected. Wait, but now they're weak to Sludge Wave. I still think they live though, but this boosts their Moonblast. This is gonna be a close one. Oh, we almost knocked them out. I just need to live this and it's GG. This is the last turn here, everyone. Oh, we barely live. Yes. I'll take it. That was a close one. Hey, I'll take these close battles. Even if I had lost this one, I would have felt like it was a pretty good battle because it came down to the wire like that. It was super close. And my bulk investment on my Iron Moth saved me, because I like to run on Iron Moth. I run just enough speed at EVs so that speed is its highest stat, which means that with the booster energy, it will always get the speed boost. And then I put max HP, and then the rest of that, I've been putting that into defense with Terra Fairy just to take on Qian Pao a little bit better. But that HP investment came in clutch there, because without that HP investment, we would have died to that really powerful Moonblast. So great battle. I'm really happy to navigate that one. You know, I'll be honest, that first battle we lost, and going into this battle when I saw the opponent's team, I was like, oh, we're probably going to lose again just because their team looked really good. But we won even with Galarian Moltres. Galarian Moltres actually did some work there. So let's do another one. Let's go to game 3 here. And we've got the game number 3, and my opponent got the memo that everyone today needs to bring Dondozo and Clodsire and Zapdos. I didn't get that memo, obviously. They also have Garganacl. My opponent's team has some really annoying... Those bottom 3 Pokemon are absolutely obnoxious. I hate them. The top 3, though, if I'm being honest, are not that scary. So I think, again, I actually like Espeon here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I want to bring Moltres though. Moltres can be okay against Dondozo, but I don't know. It's not great. It's okay against Hydrake. I don't know. Either way, I do want to bring Espeon. The big question is, do I want to lead with it? I'm actually not sure I do, because if they lead with Greninja, that could be really rough. However, I would be faster than them, so I would be able to get off a Dazzling Gleam. Huh. I think I'm going to lead Crawdaunt, because Crawdaunt, is Crawdaunt any good here? I mean, I'm just thinking Knockoff is good against those bottom 3 Pokemon, but is anything else good against them? Like, that's kind of the big question. Because I'm not sure it is. I like these 2 bottom Pokemon here. Okay, I am going to bring... Oh, wait. I am going to bring Crawdaunt, and then I'm going to bring these other 2. And we're just going to see how that goes. Because Iron Moth... I think Iron Moth is decent against Dondozo. And then if I can get some special attack boosts, it's good against... I think it's kind of okay against Garganacl. I don't know. I need to... Like, honestly, when I build teams, a lot of the times, the Pokemon I'm thinking about are like Dragonite, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Goldango, Iron Bundle. But sometimes I don't think about Dondozo, Clodsire, Garganacl, stuff like that. And those are Pokemon that you probably do want to think about. Now, anyways, this is a situation where it would help me if I Terastallized. But of course, doing that removes the option to Terastallize with Iron Moth, which could be very valuable late game, especially against Dondozo and Garganacl, and even Clodsire for that matter. But I think I'm going to do it. The thing is, they're not going to go for a Dark type move here. So I'm actually not sure that's what I want. I'm going to click Knockoff. I think I'm well positioned. They do U-turn. Okay, I'm kind of glad I mean, this is going to do a lot, I think. Oh, wow, that does so much. I wonder if their Choice Band... yeah, I mean, I'm bulky. I know I'm weak to it, but I do have like defense and HP investment. But whatever they go into, I'm going to get a Knockoff on. Now I know what their Greninja's doing, so I can kind of play accordingly. Knocking off an item from Zapdos is, that's pretty good. But I get the paralysis again. Of course. I think Fiery Dance is a 50% chance. Yeah, and they have a Rocky Helmet as well. 50% chance to boost my special attack, and I never got it last game. And then Static is like a 30% chance. And this is the second time in 2 games that I got it. But anyways, I'm no more complaining for the rest of this battle. I actually should not promise that because my opponent has Dondozo and Clodsire and Garganacl. Oh, they roost. Okay, everyone, this is over. Oh god, this is nasty. I'm gonna Crab Hammer. They're probably gonna attack me now. They don't. Okay, I was hoping they would do this. I just hope I don't get fully paralyzed. My Crawdaunt is kind of as good as dead at this point. Okay, that does decent damage. I think I just keep doing that. Like, they could just roost, but I am wasting roosts. We'll see. Doesn't Crabhammer have a high crit chance too? Oh, I guess not. Just kill me, bro. Just kill me. You're wasting your roosts. Don't you want all your roosts intact for my other Pokemon? I mean, hey, I'll take it. If I keep hitting the Crabhammer and not getting paralyzed, I am really happy. Because I'm doing more damage each time. Like, each time they're getting lower and lower. That one did a lot. Wait, what? Oh, I guess I was spamming A. I didn't really realize that. But now we know they have Discharge. With my luck, they are going to paralyze my Iron Moth. Watch everyone. I'm saying that now, and that is going to happen. Oh man, Espeon doesn't feel great here. Because I would go Psychic, and then they could just go into Greninja. But Moth is okay here. I just know they're gonna paralyze me, and once Moth gets paralyzed, I feel like it's going to be very difficult to win. I think I start with a Fiery Dance, because then we might be able to Terastallize. We just gotta hope this does a lot of damage. Let's see. That is decent damage. If I get the special attack boost, I do. Now, if I do not get paralyzed, oh, no way. That's annoying. All right. Who runs Eerie Impulse? That is annoying. We gotta hope for the best here, everyone. Now I'm at -1 special attack, so this is probably not gonna kill. It's very, very close. It's very close. Oh god. Well, I'm faster than them, so this might get me back to neutral special attack. They still don't know. Please boost my special attack. It's all I ever... No! Okay. They still don't know about my Terra type, so if they go into Greninja expecting to kill me with a water type move, we might be able to get them. They go into this. Yeah, this thing is going to be a problem. I switch now. Salt Cure will do decent damage, but if I can get a trick onto this Garganacl, I'm going to be in great shape. So that's all I need here. They're probably going to Salt Cure or maybe even Iron Defense. They do Salt Cure. Okay. That is annoying. That's a very annoying move because it's doing residual damage to me. My hope is that they stay in. If they stay in and I can get a Choice Scarf on this Garganacl, that's going to help me. That's going to help my chances so much, and they do stay in. That is perfect. Okay, I'll take that. Especially if they go for like Iron Defense or something like that, then that's just fantastic for me. So now I have leftovers. That's also nice. They do go Iron Defense, which I'm super happy about. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's one of the reasons I've been loving this Espeon set. Unfortunately, I think the Salt Cure damage is going to be doing more than the leftovers. But I'm going to do something potentially crazy here and click Dazzling Gleam and hope they switch. Yes! Okay, please knock it out. If I knock it out, I pretty much win the game, I think. Okay, please knock it out. Even if I don't, though, I mean, I think I'm in a really good position. Oh, yes! Woo! So now my opponent's pretty much locked into Salt Cure, which is annoying, don't get me wrong. There's still a world where I could lose this, but this helps me out so much. The question is, when I go into Iron Moth, well, I'm going to have to Terrasilize to take less damage from Salt Cure with Iron Moth. So then I can just Terra and go for and just spam Dazzling Gleam. So I'm gonna spam Psychic here until my Espeon faints, and then hopefully get a special defense drop. And then once Espeon faints, I mean maybe I'll kill, but I doubt it. Yeah, or maybe I'll do a lot is what I meant. Once Espeon goes down, then I go into Moth. That is unfortunate. I might no. Thanks to the leftovers, I think I should live a Salt Cure damage. A Salt Cure damage. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, I should live this, yeah. And then I can go for Psychic again. And thanks to the beauty of this Espeon with the Choice Scarf, with the trick, they can do nothing but go for Salt Cure. And this should be the game. Because once my Iron Moth terastalizes, it will not be weak to Salt Cure, so it should take little damage from it. And then, I mean, I might just knock them out right here and right now with Dazzling Gleam. But even if I don't, I should live a Salt Cure plus the extra damage it does, which means that the following turn I will knock them out. So very patient gameplay by me. I hate to say it like that. It sounds like I'm like, you know, hyping myself up so much, but I'm kind of proud of the way this game played out, because once again, this was a team, especially seeing that Dondozo, that Garganacl, and that Clodsire. Those are three Pokemon where if you're not prepared for them, they can absolutely, sometimes they just single-handedly destroy you. I do not knock them out, which is a little awkward, but like I said, I should survive this. I have some defense investment and some HP. Perfect, perfect. Okay, that's game. Just for the fun of it, just to get cheeky, I am going to go ahead and go for the Fiery Dance, because I don't think there's anything they can do to stop that. Like, yeah, there's no type that's immune to fire, so good game, everyone. That was great. Like I said, I am really happy that I won that game. And the one before it. I mean, I guess this team is just good at taking on stall. So there's the Galarian Moltres team, and honestly, Galarian Moltres did do some work in this battle, or in these two battles, it did some pretty decent work, and it actually looked okay there. And I think I'm getting closer. Like, I do think it's really possible to have a team where Galarian Moltres shines. You really just need the right support for it, and I do think I'm getting closer to a team where that is happening, right? And I'm really happy too that my Espeon did a lot of work, because that's another one that I'm proud of. That's another set that I brewed up, and it was great in these battles. Just first of all, the Magic Bounce is an ability that not a lot of people are expecting these days, because the two Pokemon that get it, Espeon and Hatterene, I think, they're not commonly seen in singles, and when you do bring it, again, sometimes the opponent just doesn't know what to do about it, or they're not prepared. And to top it all off, we have Trick, and Espeon's already a pretty strong special attacker. It already does some pretty decent damage. So all of that together really combines to make a pretty solid Pokemon in the meta right now. So I think Espeon was like the sleeper Pokemon of this team. It's the Pokemon that you didn't expect to be that great, but it actually did a lot of work. Mimikyu was also okay there. I'm not certain about this whole set, but I really like having Will-O-Wisp to burn Pokemon like Urshifu and Dragonite. Mainly Dark Urshifu, because with Water Urshifu, they could just break your disguise and kill you before you burn them. So maybe Terra Water is an option if you want to survive that. My Salamence set, I feel like it didn't really get that much chance to shine, but I love me some Salamence. It's a Pokemon that I've been using a lot when I've been building teams, just because it has a surprising amount of bulk. It has a really solid typing in this meta. Like it resists like almost all of Ogerpon's moves, and obviously it's weak to ice, it's weak to fairy, you know, same old, but against certain other threats in the meta, sometimes there's not much they can do about it. It also resists Urshifu's, the water Urshifu's moves. So sometimes Salamence can be great. Moltres, I love it. This is such a cool Pokemon, such an amazing design. Really one of my favorites from Gen 8, and I'm happy to be trying it out again. I think there's a lot of room to build around it. Like maybe you could go Choice Scarf, maybe you could go just completely bulky, maybe you could use a different Terra type. I think there's a lot of options here. But yeah, our turkey, our fire turkey, he did some work today, so we're proud of him. And then finally, I really liked my Crawdaunt as well. Not my Crawdaunt, again, I'm borrowing it from someone who made an awesome team that I showcased a few videos ago. If you want to check that out, it has Crawdaunt in the thumbnail, so you can see it. But this is a great set, and honestly, in testing, I found there were a lot of games where when my opponent had a lot of physical attackers, I was bringing both Crawdaunt and Salamence, so I really like that, because Crawdaunt's bulky, it's got the Rocky Helmet, and then Salamence has Intimidate, and it's also bulky, so sometimes the opponent just kind of can't beat that if they have too many physical attackers. And then there's my Iron Moth, which I always use, you know, doesn't really need that much more explanation, but thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it, you know. Again, happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating, and even if you're not, I hope you have a wonderful day. You deserve it. I hope you have some delicious food wherever you are. I'm separating this Greedent from his partner, from his friend. Hey, Greedent. Yeah, but anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please leave a like and please subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. Let me know in the comments what you're eating today. Again, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, let me know what you're eating. Wait, now they're over here? Let me know what you thought of my team as well. I'm interested in feedback. So if you have some constructive feedback, feel free to let me know, because, you know, I build teams and I think I'm really good at like coming up with unique sets that seem really fun and sometimes work really well, but I definitely struggle in making cohesive teams. So if you have any advice for that, let me know. But thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week and rest of your month and hey, rest of your year. I'll talk to you next time.